So the Axis Deer have just received their very first update, with the highlights being a brand new rare fur variation, 2 brand new uncommon fur variations, and a brand new mission pack for the Axis Deer. I'm super excited about it. The piebald fur variation, which is the new rare fur variation, looks really good. They also added a brand new orange and dark fur variation. I believe the dark is only for male Axis Deer and the orange is only for female Axis Deer. They both look good, but they're nowhere near as cool as the piebald, so I'm super excited for that. But anyway, today we're going to be working on the Axis Deer missions, and our first mission is actually pretty uninteresting. We just got to track 3 different Axis Deer. We're going to get out there, get that done, and I'll see you guys when we got something a little more interesting. So our next mission's a little more interesting. We've got to ID droppings from an Axis Deer, spot an Axis Deer, and then harvest an Axis Deer. And I actually have a female just up the river from where I'm standing right now. So we'll go get a spot on her, shoot her, and then see if maybe we can find some droppings in the area before we pick her up. And there we go, that gets the spotting part done. Now we just need one close enough for bow range, and I actually hear something walking up behind me, which I'm assuming is an Axis Deer because I have been calling. So if I can drop that with the bow, then I can backtrack some of these guys' tracks and maybe find some droppings. Yep, we do have a female Axis Deer back there. None of the new orange variation though. Or at least I assume they're not the orange variation. I haven't really seen the new orange variation. These guys kind of already are orange, so I'm not really sure how exactly that variation enhances their color, but I'm assuming I'll be able to tell when I see it. I messed that shot up because something moving behind that bush distracted me for like half a second, and then I shot anyway. That's on me, but anyway, at least it gives me some time to backtrack and find some droppings. Alright, so I backtracked, I found some droppings, and there was actually an Axis Deer from, I assume, that same herd that didn't spook, so we're gonna maybe give another go on dropping one. Might save me some tracking time, and get this mission done a little bit faster. And hopefully random moving objects behind a bush don't cause for distraction this time. I wanted to get a little bit closer. Maybe give me a better angle too. I like that neck bone shot with the recurve. And I find that that's one of the best ways to drop these guys. They seem to be a little bit difficult to double lung. There we go. And that should get our mission done. Neckbone 2. Obviously no score, and yeah, there we go. Mission complete. Perfect. So our next mission is another easy one. Harvest a female Axis Deer and harvest a male Axis Deer. And we actually already shot a female Axis Deer, so we just gotta go track that down. And that gets that done. So really, we just need to find a male Axis Deer and take it out, which shouldn't be too difficult. I actually haven't seen one so far. I've seen like maybe a dozen females, so hopefully we run into a male. Get that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and track that female Axis Deer, and hopefully she leads me to a male. So we went and we tracked down our female Axis Deer, and I've managed to call in a small male, so he'll be the counterpart for our mission. And if I can make a good shot on him, that should get it done for us. Perfect, and I just heard a female call from behind us. So we'll see if maybe she'll be useful in our next mission. Kind of want to just have a quick peek at this male kangaroo. I've seen this kangaroo like 3 times so far this hunt, and I've wanted to shoot it every time, because that estimate has some promise, but I don't want to get distracted. You know, we'll have a look at our next mission, and if it doesn't involve this female Axis Deer, I'm definitely going to shoot that kangaroo, because I've seen it like 3 times this hunt and it's driving me nuts. Because he has potential to score pretty good. But that'll get our 3rd Axis Deer mission done. So we'll go have a look and see what our next one is. Okay, so our next mission is harvest a male Axis Deer scoring more than 130. which doesn't involve that female axis deer, which means I'm gonna go shoot that kangaroo, because I really want to shoot that stupid kangaroo. There we go. I hope that was the right one, because I kind of just like tabbed back in, saw that one and shot it, so I don't think there was another male, but I'm gonna assume. But it would be just my luck that that wouldn't be the right one. And then after that, I think we're gonna kind of work our way up into this area and see if we can find a male axis deer scoring more than 130. But for now, let's have a look and see what this kangaroo's gonna score. It'd be nice if it was over 85. I haven't shot a nice kangaroo in a long time. I don't know what it is, I actually enjoy hunting kangaroos and I just haven't hunted them in a while. It's one of those things that I like never do intentionally, but when I do it unintentionally I actually enjoy it, and for some reason just don't do it intentionally or devote time to it. Anyway, 74. So not worth my time, but whatever. At least the suspense isn't killing me anymore. I don't have to keep seeing it and wondering what I might be missing out on. But anyway, we're gonna work our way up here and hopefully find ourselves a nice male axis deer, because the male selection down here wasn't very good. Lots and lots of females and just that little male axis deer. So we'll see if we can find a nice buck up here. And that buck looks like it's going to be over 130 for sure. And that's actually our first look at the brand new dark fur variation. I like how the spots contrast. It actually looks a lot better than I expected it to. I just kind of saw like the little sneak peek on the whatever it was that I saw. I saw like half of its body or whatever. And that looks way better than I expected it to. But we're going to see if we can get a shot. Hopefully I can lay down without this grass being in my way. And he's down. So we'll run over there and go get him. And hopefully get him. And there we are. Our first dark axis deer. It actually looks really good. Like I said, I really like how the spots contrast the darker color. It actually almost seems like there's more spots on it. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's just the contrast, but it does actually seem like there's more spots on this one. But anyway, let's go ahead and pick it up. I think he's probably going to be like maybe 160s. So he's not super big, but he'll be enough to get our mission done. Okay, I highballed him a little bit. He was just barely big enough. But he's going to get that mission done, so that's pretty sweet. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of him just because it's our first dark one. I think we're going to go with that. That looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and accept that, and we're just going to sell him. I'm not going to mount him. I don't know how uncommon that variation is, but we'll see if maybe we can get a bigger one. We found one in, I think that's only the second buck we've seen, isn't it? So I guess they're probably not actually even that rare, but I don't know. We'll have a look and see if we can find a bigger one. But for now, we're going to pop over to the launcher and see what our next mission is. Our next mission, harvest an axis deer with a single shot using any 270 or 243 rifle, and harvest an axis deer with a single shot using any 6.5 by 55 rifle. Perfect. That shouldn't be too hard at all. We can find a little herd of females and maybe even take both of them out in one go, if my accuracy serves me right. So we've just fast traveled back to the lodge, and we've actually already got an axis deer buck just over this hill. Now, I can't really tell how big he is. I can just see the points of his antlers sticking up. They just kind of caught my eye after I got here. And I'm not sure I'll be able to call him in. The lodges kind of have like this invisible barrier where the animals can't get within a certain range. Or at least a lot of the lodges seem to. I'm not sure if this one does or not, but I'm going to see if I can creep over this hill and get a shot off on him with the 270. And get half of this mission done right off the hop. Hopefully he doesn't spook, if I can keep our line of sight restricted. I don't see the tips of his antlers anymore. But I believe he was walking down this hill. And of course there's some thicker vegetation down there making it even harder for me to see. I could probably call him now if I wanted to, but I'm this close already, I might as well keep stalking. Yeah, there he is right there. And it looks like... Oh, okay. For a second I thought he was another dark, but it does look like he's just a regular common. I'm gonna wait to get my breath back. He kind of turned just as I was about ready to take my shot. There we go, that should have been a good shot. He is gonna run. Actually, he does look dark running now. That's kind of odd. Oh, there's two there. No, he's definitely a dark. That one that... oh, there was two stags there. Okay. I thought I was going crazy there for a second. The one that we shot dropped. And there was also a dark stag with him. And I believe that that female running away was actually the orange fur variation they just added. So I think we just had like a trio standing there that happened to be all three of the uncommon fur variations. That was kind of interesting. Kind of messed with my mind because I thought for sure that this was a common. And then seeing that dark running away. I also thought it was a good shot, which also kind of messed with my head. But anyway, we got our 270 side of the mission done. So now I guess we better track down that dark and see if we can take him with the 6.5. There's our dark axis deer. Took me a little bit to track him down, but we're going to go ahead and take him with the 6.5. And that should be it for our mission. I just saw something else running. Yeah, that's got to be that same orange hind that was with him, or doe, or whatever the heck they are. Somebody corrected me, apparently they're not stags, so axis doe. But anyway, that's got to be that orange variation. That thing looked way lighter orange, and a little bit brighter too. But anyway, here's our second dark axis deer. These things really do look really good, but anyway, that should finish our next mission. Only 33 gems. But there we go. That's that mission out of the way. Alright, so I decided to end this one here. We're exactly halfway through the Axis Deer pack, and we'll definitely be revisiting this one. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.